The Axie Infinity game has been trending for quite a while now, and with that comes an interest in SLP as well. My last price prediction on SLP was almost a week ago, so in the next few minutes I will update the prediction, sketching out renewed scenarios of what could be next for SLP. Alright, so let's get right into this prediction. As you can see, we are looking at the SLP, Smooth Love Potion against USDT on a 4-hour time frame on Binance, but that doesn't matter too much. So basically, what is happening to SLP right now is that it used to be in a very big downtrend, as you can see right here. It went down all the way, and now it is actually going up a little bit. It looks like a small uptrend, as you can see from the trend lines, but in reality I think it's closer to a consolidation. There was some bullish momentum right here at the end of September, beginning of October, but that has cooled down a little bit too. So basically I think two things can happen now for SLP, and the first one is the blue scenario, that it will continue in this uptrend. And the second one is the green scenario, a little bit more bearish, but basically that says that the SLP will continue in a consolidation, and that it is now merely moving towards the lower bound of the range in which it is consolidating. So let's start with the first scenario, the blue scenario. That basically says that SLP is in an uptrend, had a small correction right here, but that it will continue in this uptrend. So basically price right now is at 0.073. So it either goes from that point, or it bounces off of the trend line and the key level, which is basically the same, so where it is right now, so it should bounce up right now, or it will bounce off of the 0.0710 or even 0.07 round. As you can see here, the trend line lines up perfectly with the key level and the wick, but the body shouldn't close below this, could even reach to 0.0684 ultimately, and I think from there on it could actually gain some momentum up, finding first resistance possibly at 0.085 right here, because of this quite strong key level. And after that I don't think that it will have the same pullback as that it had right here. I think a small pullback somewhere around 0.076, but definitely on top of this trend line could very well work. Also depending on where it bounces off right now. If it goes up from where it is right now, then this could definitely be another hit on the trend line. If it first has to reach another trend line, it could even drop down to the other trend line, if you can still follow me. And from there I think we need to await the break of this key level, so the 0.085, and after that I think it will find some resistance in this major resistance area again, but basically I think then we're set for another leg up, so that we can move up a little, possibly up until the 0.011, 0.012 or the 0.11, 0.12, somewhere there. I think 0.11 is the first resistance, but it might shoot through a little, and then we will just go into a healthy uptrend, if we are looking at this scenario at least. So that really, the price really has to bounce off of this first trend line or the second trend line, and the body shouldn't close below the 0.068. And after that, first resistance at 0.085 as I said, and if it breaks through that, I think we can start another uptrend, or at least a bull move up, as we have seen at the end of September and the beginning of October. So that's the first scenario of what I think could happen. But the second scenario, as I said, is that the price is just now moving towards the lower bound of the range again. So that would basically mean that it goes through these two trend lines, and that it will find some sort of support at 0.0683, and that it then retests off of, it could retest anywhere between the area of a 0.07 or even, at the highest even 0.076. and from there I think it breaks through the 0.0684, then finding some support at 0.062, and this could even, because you can see here it was quite strong, the 0.062, so it could even do something like this before ultimately I think reaching for 0.055, and from there we can actually start the uptrend again, or at least an uptrend up until the upper bound. And I would really need to update this price prediction to see if there's enough bullish momentum that we can actually turn that small uptrend to the upper bound into a real uptrend. So for a real uptrend you actually need to break through resistance, of course. But yeah, that would be most likely in a few weeks, at least 2 weeks I think, so then I would need to update it. And what would happen then with this scenario is if we're looking at the daily, we would gain a double bottom, so that's also a reversal sign, so that could mean that we will move out of this consolidation and that it will continue in an uptrend, but to be honest that's very long term. So yeah, that's basically the two scenarios I think are most likely. I will update this price prediction when necessary. I think this will be good for at least the next couple of days, definitely a week I think. It also depends on what the price will do in the next week, of course. But yeah, if you have any questions about this price prediction, price analysis, or about SLP or this channel in general, please leave a comment down below and I will make sure to respond to that as soon as possible. As for now, thank you for watching and listening, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.